Hey everyone, it's Anya. Welcome back to my channel. And today for you I have my weekly wax empties that I have enjoyed throughout this week. And I do have some other items in this basket that I've completed. So let's just get on into what I've been warming and what I've been thoroughly loving this week. So here is the basket. I've got a mixture. I've got Scentsy. I've got Vendor. I finished a loaf. Like, I've gone through some stuff this week. Well, first things first. I finished up a hand soap here, Bright Cider Life. It says the notes of spiced harvest cider, pumpkin, and red apple. This is like a buttery cider blend. I love this. I actually scored another hand soap in this scent during the flash sale, along with Christmas Cottage and I think 2 Winterberry apple teas. I also snagged 3 Vanilla Waves body washes in that flash sale. I love the hand soaps. The scent just stays on my skin a long time and it's just so much fun. I mean, if you have to wash your hands a million times a day, why not enjoy the scent? So Bright Cider Life, highly recommend. Put it over here. I've also finished a room spray. It's very rare for me to finish one of these, but I have like 12 or 15 that I'm just steadily working on depending on the season. So I finished up Pink Cotton in the room spray, and this is the original formula, the oil-based one. I love this. It's like pink berries, sugar, I want to say sugar, and like this really soft but bright cotton scent. This was really great in the wax bar, and I really wanted to love it in the laundry, but it just wasn't strong enough no matter how much I loaded up the washer with washer whiffs. But this is really good. I kept this near the litter box. Not to spray in the litter box, but to spray in the air around the litter box for some freshness. So loved Pink Cotton. That's my last scent that I have of anything in Pink Cotton in my house. So we have 1 bag of Dollar Tree cotton balls, the 100 count. I think these are like the standard size. They're not really big. I probably for this bag, if Walmart around here wasn't so chaotic, whether you go in store or to do pickup lines, I would purchase my cotton balls there. Dollar Tree, there's a new store that is just down the road from my restaurant that I worked at, and they are just easy peasy. Granted, could I get the super jumbos for 70 cents more, because these are $1.25, and get twice as much? Yes. So beggars can't be choosers. So wrapped up one of those. I also refilled my tea light bin in my drawer that I keep extra bulbs, random Scentsy products like the spatulas and my fairy light, just random accessories for out here. Yeah, so also from Dollar Tree. Okay, so let's do Scentsy, and then this can kind of segue into Vendor because I did 2 mixes and then separate bars on their own. So first up here is White Peach and Cranberry, and this is like a fresh bite of white peach flesh and like tart cranberries. This is very juicy, very yummy. Not juicy as in the bar, but like it just makes your mouth water because of how fresh and peachy this is. I actually really enjoyed this. In the clam, I'm kind of getting like a peppery note. Kind of like a peppered woods, or kind of like that zing when you first bite into a peach. I don't know if you've ever had white peaches, but those are delicious when they're in season. Another one that I think are, I don't know if they're novelty, but they're the donut peaches. They're flat like a donut, but those are really great too. And I just recently discovered those in the last few years. But anyway, so I don't really get a lot of cranberry, but maybe that's where the pepperiness is coming from. In the clam, this to me was just a really bright peach, really refreshing. I put this in one day, this whole bar out here in the living room one day when I was heading to work. I wanted something fruity, but I didn't want to put anything that I would be mad at myself for melting and not being here to enjoy it. So white peach and cranberry, my one and only bar from the new releases this catalog that I melted this week. And then I don't know who or where I have to give credit to for suggesting this mix, but oh my gosh, also put in, I wanted to stay home. I worked 6 days straight this past week. This is my first day off in 6 days. I don't want to talk about it, but one morning I'm just really craving vanilla, and just to kind of like calm my nerves, I really like vanilla bakery. So in alternating warmers, did I do alternating warmers? No, I think I put these in the same warmer. I had 6 cubes of Happy Birthday and 6 cubes of whipped frosting. And y'all, this is so freaking good. I like the whipped frosting more than I like Happy Birthday. And I only say that because I've had Happy Birthday many, many, many times as being a Scentsy customer over the last, how old's my son now? He turns 18 tomorrow. I also wanted to say happy birthday to my son who turns 18 tomorrow, and to commemorate his birthday, and it's my gift to him as to mark like the 18th birthday. We are gonna get matching tattoos, and it's gonna be my first tattoo and his second tattoo. Yes, I know tattoos are taboo, but for me, I have settled on, not really settled, but I found this artist on Instagram who does Christian inspired tattoos, and Owen and I have picked a design that kind of piques his interest because he likes the vintage style tattoos, and I can't remember what the style is, but he's gonna get the same one just with the broader strokes, lines, and I'm gonna go with the finer lines. And I can't remember what the specific verse is tied to this tattoo design, but it's basically God remembers the birds, and has a sparrow with an olive branch in his mouth, and in the olive branch there's a cross, and the bird has his wings spread, so kind of like it just is like the perfect one, because he's stepping into spreading his wings and stepping into the new parts of his life. And I've managed not to kill him in the 18 years that I've been his mom, so it's commemorating that too for me. But then also we'll always have that memory together, so I'm so excited. The appointment is tomorrow after school, so we'll be getting that done, and I'm super excited to get my first tattoo, but then also to get the same design as my son, and we will always share that. So I just wanted to share that. I'm super excited. But anyway, back into the wax. So 12, 13 years I've been purchasing from Scentsy. So This has been around many, many times. I've had this in my club. I've also purchased a lot of bars. It's kind of nostalgic to me. Happy birthday. I wouldn't say it smells like funfetti, but I feel like there's funfetti frosting, and then that's on top of like a marble cake, a chocolate and vanilla marble cake. So you get the decadent, buttery, vanilla richness from the whipped frosting, and you put that with the funfetti topped. It was just a great combination in both warmers. I mean, all the warmers in here. That's 12. So basically, I have 5 Scentsy warmers and 1 candle crock right there, right there, which I just got in, and I have one. I put one in my bedroom. I'm loving these things for wax. I have candles, but my collection is like 4. So I have 4 candles that I might use for the crock, but I really just got it to help me blast scent in the spaces that I want to be blasted in the space. And the living room and the bedroom is the 2 that I really love. But what I have noticed is if I'm melting something in my crock in my bedroom, I can smell it from my couch, which the bedroom is like way the heck down that hallway. So love this. Game changer. So excited. And they're both the white ones. So I really have been really loving those. But anyway, I have that in rotation now. So I have the 5 warmers in a crock. I guess you can technically count a crock as a warmer. Anyway, so this was amazing. I would do it again. I only have 1 more bar of happy birthday, and I have to either wait on my club order. I stupidly dropped this down to 2, so I have 1 bar in my club in order to do that combination again. So anywho, let's get into the 2 mixes that I did. So this is souffle. It's like a 3.5 ounce souffle worth of a Beach Nights pour that I did in my newer softer wax that I have incorporated with my house blend wax formula to make souffles easier to cut. But I've also used it. I'm also using it. It's it's flat across the board. I've been using it in my newest pours and also my holiday winter blends. I've just used it for the shapes and the souffles. It's a really good cut. But anyway, so this is Beach Nights, and I had 4 cubes left of dashing here. So I wanted some woodsy creaminess, something that would hold its own in the living room. So I added Beach Nights in with dashing, which is vanilla, mahogany, and fresh night skies or something like that. Also took this out of my club. I love this. I love how deep and warm it is. Mahogany does lean a little masculine, but I am on the quest. I'm gonna be hoarding this clamshell because I want to try to duplicate this bar and put it with Beach Nights, because this was bomb. You get the toasted marshmallow, the sea salt, the s'mores. This particular Beach Nights does have a little more of the aquatic tonalities of the sea salt, air, salty breeze, you know, but it's still creamy and absolutely lovely. So I think this helped balance dashing out. If you have dashing and you have something Beach Nights, put it together in the same warmer. It will change your life. So good. So really love that. I need to make sure I put this over here for save, because I need to keep that clam for reference. And then another mix I did today, which is still currently going now. I used up my last 2 cubes of caramel chestnut, which was a brick that Stephanie Melton gifted to me. Love this. You have notes of silky caramel, vanilla, and chestnut. You get a little bit of smokiness, I guess, from that chestnut. It's just kind of woodsy, still very creamy, and it's a caramel scent that's nutty but also woodsy that helped me kind of branch into finding my way around caramel scents that I really love. So to play on that, I had 2 choices. I could either, I have three choices really. I could have enjoyed this by itself because I had cut the 2 cubes in 3s, so I had enough to put in the warmers here. But y'all, this was so good. I mixed it with second and spruce, nutcrackers, and gnomes. So this is roasted chestnuts, pecans, masala chai, brown sugar, and marshmallow fireside. This was bomb. This was strong. It's still going in my living room here, except in my tea light on my table. I just put in some, I wanted to try this because I haven't tried it yet. So vanilla chai and spiced sugar cookies from Teddy Bees. This has notes of toasted vanilla bean, roasted marshmallows, cardamom, candied ginger, and spiced sugar cookies. So it still kind of plays with these notes here. Complements very well because the roast nutcrackers and gnomes does have chai in it as well. But in my tea light, I had one. This was like a 4-pack of like squares, like brownie bites, kind of. So I had one whole shape in that tea light, and all that was left was like this spiced marshmallow fireside, which, don't get me wrong, is awesome, but I wanted something else. So highly recommend this mix if you have these two. Also, Harold Fine Hair from Teddy Bees mixed with caramel chestnut is also a bomb blend. I don't know who else recommended that. Somewhere, it was either on the Facebook group for Teddy Bees. Yeah, it was on the Facebook group on Teddy Bees. They had had this that mixed with Harold Fine Hair, and that's also bomb. Been loving my whole day. And it snowed last night and this morning, so what a perfect melt for the day. Okay, I think I have 2 other second and spruces. 3 second and spruces. Look at me melting things. Okay, and not hoarding. I'm so proud of myself. Why is this in 3 bags? Oh, so I melted one night in this. I was like a few days ago. I finished my cake bite here, Being Missing You, which is glazed cherries, buttercream, sugar cookies, and maraschino cherry drizzle. I only had half a shape. So I finally cut into this tub that Melissa Johnson Hay gifted me of lemon milk and cookies. Oh, this was so good. This by itself is phenomenal, but you throw in Being Missing You, and it's like a cherry lemonade version of a cookie. It's freaking phenomenal. Milk and cookies, creamy lemon filling, and lemon buttercream is what's in lemon milk and cookies. I can't wait to dive into more of this during the summertime. I also, in my crock, I had melted from Waxy Taffy a sample that Emily had gifted me of cherry swirled cheesecake. And then it says here, the mouth-watering aroma of homemade cheesecake swirled with decadent cherries baked to perfection. So these 2 were amazing, and I did them on alternating warmers. I did not do a direct mix, so loved that. Another one I absolutely loved here was Pink Stars from the Fall into Winter pre-order. This is so good. Pink sugar, strawberry pound cake, toasted marshmallow, and sugar cookies. I guess this was the freebie that Erica and Slade had put in my order, so thank you so much, Erica, for that, because this was saving me from having to cut into my mini loaf. And I haven't cut into any of my mini loaves yet. I'm trying to work through some stuff that I have in my collection that I've either tried and are half used, or some older pieces. Also been going by mood, so I can't really say that that's all that I've been working on, but I've been really loving all the things. But this pink sugar and strawberry pound cake is phenomenal. You get the toasted marshmallow, which adds like a little char note in there, like that charred sugar from the, like when you get that crusted edge around the marshmallow and then the middle is gooey. With the sugar cookie. This was so good. I've melted 2 cubes in my bedroom. No. I want to say I melted some of this in my bedroom, but then just only did 4 cubes here in the living room, and this was an amazing thrower. So I loved Pink Stars. Would repurchase 1000%. Same with Being Missing You. I'm really picky about cherry, and this is phenomenal. Lemon milk and cookies. Even though this was the gift, I would repurchase this. I have one retail here. I melted 4 cubes here of this brownie and pecan pie from Better Homes and Gardens. And this is so good. This is candy pecans, brown sugar, molasses, whiskey, and chocolate brownie scent notes. This was nutty and warm and cozy, and I am a convert. I guess I like chocolate and wax brownies in particular. This was so good. This threw for like a day and a half. Loved this. You definitely get the nutty pecans. I wouldn't say you can't really pick up the whiskey, but there was just this dark richness to it, and I loved it for a minute. I don't know if this will be available at the Walmart, but it's been since August since I purchased this, so I would get it again. Okay, let's hit my other unempty here. I tore into this bag. I only did four shapes here of strawberry pound cake and Palo Santo from Lavender and Speckles. It's a simple blend, but it's phenomenal. This is heavier on the strawberry pound cake with the Palo Santo, like the ratios are like leans more towards SPC, so I love this. It's so good. It's creamy, beautiful, cozy with that Palo Santo. Something about those two are phenomenal, and I love her version, and I love her shapes because I don't have to think about it, but I do like the olive oil blend or wax blend too, so I'm very much looking forward to getting my Pride and Prejudice pre-order, because that I ordered 2 large bags of Incandescently Happy, which is Palo and Tons vanilla, Sweet on Paris, and blackberries. It was me and another girl that Beth had taken our suggestions and put it into one blend, and oh my gosh, you guys, it's gonna be so good. I can't wait. I have 2 here from Teddy B's. I finished up 2 souffles. So proud of myself. I'm melting and enjoying and not hoarding. Look at me. Cotton candy, sweet as gold. Melted this twice out here in my living room. This is, you guys wouldn't be able to read this if I focused it. Anyway, so this is whipped vanilla, strawberry shortcake, marshmallow fluff, vanilla cotton candy, orange blossom, caramelized sugar, and rich icing. This is one of very few cotton candy kind of scents that I am smitten over. Like, I have this double bagged and I can smell it on the first bag opening. You can definitely get hints of that strawberry shortcake. It brightens it. It just makes it like fruity, and you get the sweetness from the marshmallow fluff and the cotton candy. I think there's like a little tang that's probably coming from the orange blossom. It's not something that's super dominant in here, but I absolutely love this. I have one more souffle to enjoy this summer. If I melted this summer, but I have one more souffle basically. So loved cotton candy, sweet as gold. Highly recommend. So glad I listened to Charity, because like she was talking about how much she was obsessed with that, and I picked up 2 in the RTS. So I'm like, did I get 2 in the RTS? I don't remember if it was the RTS with pre-order. I basically had 1, and I made sure to get another, so I had a tub amount of wax. Okay. This one I am needing in a loaf. Troy. I have melted this in this living room. It went for 2 days. Currently on day 2 here of Troy in my bedroom. Also utilizing the crock in there, and this is a strong performer. Lush Fig, Cassis, Water Lily, Creamy Sandalwood, Madagascar Vanilla, Skin Musk, and Sheer Patchouli for Dad. I believe that this is a father figure from Floor. I can't remember who mentioned that in the Facebook group, but this is phenomenal. It's just clean and fresh, but there's no overwhelming powdery floral notes in this. This is like my kind of like masculine, ideal cologne. It could also be unisex. I also wouldn't mind wearing a father figure, but I also would make sure if I had a man, if I was currently dating, which I'm not, I would get that for him so he would smell as good as this does all day, every day. This is like a warm hug, and I would definitely get this again. I also have another souffle in that. Okay, to the loaf that I finished, this was gifted to me from Emily, the candle nurse. So thank you so much, Emily. This is from L3 Waxy Wonders, the Mrs. Claus's cookies and zucchini bread, and I utilized the heck out of my crock with this. This last week, I probably did like 3 ounces worth in there, and melted the cupcakes and Tiffany's mini loaf in the 2 Scentsy warmers that I have in my bedroom, and this was so good. I think I'm also kind of burnt out for a while on zucchini bread blends, but I also do have this in a scoop, so I'm not completely tapped out of this, but this was enjoyable. I would just say it was like a sugar cookie and zucchini bread. Not too savory on the zucchini bread, but the zucchini bread, it definitely, you know it's there. So love this. It was great. I could use this bag. I may be able to use the bag. That's a good bag, Emily. So I want to say I marked that down already out of my spreadsheet. In my bathroom from Noel's Farm Scents, I finished up this bag here of Mad Woman. And this was from Kaylee's, the first Kaylee's version release. These are Taylor Swift inspired blends. And this is, I don't know if this is a blend, but all my nose is picking up is cashmere plum. So this is plum, black cherry, amber, freesia, citrus, sugar, and vanilla. This is a banger of a scent. This is beautiful mixed with Palo Santo. This is beautiful on its own. I would melt a square at a time in my bathroom, and it would go for 3 days in there. This is goals. This is goals. But that cashmere plum is a very strong oil also, so anything that I've melted with that particular oil in it from any vendor has performed for days. So I love this. This is just a beautiful, sweet, feminine plum scent. And I highly enjoyed Mad Woman. That was so good. I have 2 here from Sassy Girl Aroma. One was a chunk. It was a souffle, but it was chunked. And this was gifted to me from Summer. From, I don't know, it doesn't have a year on it. But this is Butter My Buns. Y'all won't be able to read that, but it's so tiny. This is salted butter, slight hint of cinnamon, quickly melting into a fresh from the oven steaming buttery biscuit. I definitely got like a hint of that spiced, I won't say spice. It was like a cinnamon butter with the doughy breadiness. And sometimes, you know, I just want a bready type of scent. This really hit that craving. I've melted this a few times here in the living room as well as in the kitchen. Just happy that I have an empty. Woohoo! This was also gifted to me from Summer, and this was a brittle and sugared balsam. I had squirreled this away in my winter stash, and this is like vanilla balsam. We have warm and calming tonalities, vanilla intertwined with the aromatic balsam fir notes and resinous cedarwood. This brittle, I received it in November of 23, and it was such a banger. My last melt here, I had 8 cubes. I filled my Scentsy warmers, and I did not use the crock. So I used my Scentsy warmers for doing 2 squares per, and then I had a warmer with 2 cubes of winterberry apple tea, and that was a beautiful combination. Loved sugar balsam. I would get it again. I mean, I don't have to particularly say I would only purchase it from Julie, but this was so worth it. So good just to have it on its own, and I really enjoyed it this winter. I'm really also surprised in myself for melting winter Christmas type scents way past December. Like, the cold air has me wanting to have like all the cozy, happy nostalgia vibes. So I'm here for it. I'm loving it. So okay, I have 2 left, and then I have some of my pours that I melted. From the Candle Nurse, I did these 6 shapes of samples here in strawberries at the Boardwalk, which is strawberry pound cake mixed with Boardwalk marshmallow clouds. And this was so strong, and this performed for a day in my bedroom. So I really love this. You have sliced strawberries, warm pound cake, whipped cream, and Boardwalk marshmallow. See, I can't say it. Versus Boardwalk marshmallow. Yeah, this is creamy. I love this combination. It just elevates strawberry pound cake. But I would say the Boardwalk marshmallow does take over anything that I've ever had it in, including Snow Apocalypse 2021 from Teddy B's. But I still love it. I would get that again. And then from Love for All Things Wax, she also sells, I say she, I don't know who owns it, but I get polypro bags there from them sometimes when I can't get the sizing that I need from anywhere else, like clear bags. She had the 7x7s to do all my souffle, or to do all my tubs in, because I've been double bagging all of them regardless of vendor, because I'm like, I want all my stuff to last a while. So she slipped in like a few samples, and this one was just in Danish butter cookies. So I melted this last night in the crock with a piece of Would Just Be Crazy for strawberry pretzels. If you know, you know. That's a bomb blend, and I have it in, I have a whole bin of bakery and strawberry themed scent blends, waxes that I just keep finding in my stash. And I'm not there yet, but I keep finding them, so I'm like putting them in that bin so I can just have a strawberry dedicated melting period, and I am going to friggin' love it. Can't wait. Okay. So I have a few here of mine that I have poured. 2 were test blends, 3 were ones that I actually had listed for the shop. I melted this 1 ounce clam here of S'mores by the Ocean, which has salty sea air, toasted marshmallow, s'mores. It actually does have like a s'mores note to it. There's chocolate, but it's so in the background. I don't know what else I melted, but I did melt this in my crock in my bedroom. So this is, I have 1 more wax cake left of that I had poured for myself, or saved for myself, and that's it. So I just wanted some salty sea air marshmallow goodness. Then I melted a reindeer here that I cut into 4ths in the kitchen of You're a Mean One, which was a pistachio blend that I had made for the winter and holiday time. It's Chinese almond cookies layered with a house blend of toasted pistachios, whipped pistachio cream, sweet bakery dough, oatmeal raisin cookie, and buttercream. I love this. I like the nuttiness of it. It's not like the pistachio pudding, it's the toasted pistachio that you get predominantly in this. But then those Chinese almond cookies come in, like you can definitely smell the sweetness of that. The oatmeal raisin cookie, you can't really pick out that particular oil. I'm kind of disappointed in, but I like the sweet bakery dough. But toasted pistachios, that freaking oil is a beast. So that's, with the sweetness of the other notes, that's mainly what I got in here, and that's kind of like what I was going for, like a nutty biscotti kind of vibe. In my bedroom, I wanted some vanilla orchid vibes. And 3 of these oils have vanilla orchid in the notes. So I melted a break bar here of Safe Space, which has brown sugar and fig, caramel tobacco, marshmallow cream, warm vanilla sugar, and a hint of vanilla waffle cones. This performed in my bedroom for 2.5 days. Love brown sugar and fig. I felt like the brown sugar and fig and the caramel tobacco played very well off each other. The warm vanilla sugar picked out the notes of that vanilla orchid that's paired and played very well. I guess my video decided to go into a second one. Cool. Love this. I think I have a few shape bags left on the site, on the site, on my shelves. My shop's back in here in the dining room. So yeah, I really loved how that came out. So pretty. And then this one was my first attempt at duping Vanilla Waves, but this is not the right caramel. So this had Beach Nights, Vanilla Insanity, Vanilla Valentine, and sea salt caramels. So I did this in my bedroom, 2 pieces in each warming apparatus, 2 warmers in the candle crock. This was melting in my bedroom while I had you know what, I don't know. I think I had this going in my bedroom and I melted that overnight and it was still performing the next day and a half. I think it was the same day. That morning I decided to put in the whipped frosting and happy birthday out here in the living room just to make it like a gourmand heaven. It was freaking bomb. And I could smell this from my couch with the crock. I'm loving the crock. This is a new oil that I'm launching. I'm calling it Parisian Charm. So this was my test blend. I did 4 shapes here, and I melted this in my bedroom. This is a strong, loud scent. It's got Anjou pear. It's got bergamot tea. It is so fancy and bougie. This is also got like this buttery croissant note as a scent note in like the oil, as well as like a caramelized vanilla, a little bit of like a sugared musk. This is heaven. I'm obsessed with this oil and I hope you guys will be obsessed with it too. I've made souffles and not these kinds of clamshells, but like the standard, you know, the square ones. Poured lots of those. So very excited about that. Oh, it's so good. Then another one I did, this was a test blend I actually made last July and I finally finished melting it in my bedroom. This is sea salt and cocoa bean with chocolate amber. So while those sound gourmand, they are definitely not. This is a masculine warm patchouli based type scent with that amber. I don't know if you've ever had chocolate amber. I want to say it was Bath and Body Works or it might have been Victoria's Secret, but they came out with this chocolate amber fragrance body line and it was just seductive and warm. And that sea salt and cocoa bean oil, this is, it reminds me of like a warm winter sweater on a beautiful chocolate man. And he like smells like to the nines. He's fine and he smells amazing. Like you just want to wrap yourself up in his arms. I love this, but the patchouli base is not harsh. It's just so good. So I will be pouring, I don't know how much of those 2 oils I have, but I will be pouring a batch of that so you guys can try this out. It would probably be better in a bedroom. I did finish that tester in the bathroom and it was blowing out from, and I have the edge core warmer in there and I can smell it from the sofa, so it was throwing pretty well in that space. And that is everything that I've melted over the week. Lots of empties. So proud of myself. I've finished so many things and I just love marking things off of my spreadsheet. So far in February, let's select all. So far in February, I have used 29 empties. Gone and gone. Love that for me. And it's the 19th, so I still have 19 more days yet. So, love that. Thanks so much for spending some time with me. I hope you guys had a fun time listening to what I was melting. Oh, I forgot one thing. This is from L3, but this was from the Deluxe Essentials. I think I got this in a D-stash as a freebie. This is the goat milk soap in Frosty's Freeze. I just put this in the bathroom, and y'all, it lathers so well. It's non-drying. It's beautiful. Really, I'm liking like goat's milk based type soaps. Really hope Beth from Lavender and Speckles, her and Matt will release their soaps at some point this year. That would be amazing. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Because she gave me 2 different scents, and I loved every single minute of every single bar. So anyway, just putting that out into the universe. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are staying safe and warm, and I hope to talk to you soon. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.